A very pleasant good morning, everyone. We're absolutely delighted that you took your time to be with us this morning on the final press conference for the 24th edition of the Royal Purple Los. You know, there's been a lot of nicknames and a lot of things called this bowl game. I've heard everything from, the Holy War in Sin City to so many other different things. I even saw and heard somebody compare it to an election map where you have areas of blue and areas of red. However, my take on this game, the 24th edition of this bowl, is just going to be one super bowl game. So let's get started. You see the principals up here, the BYU contingent on my left and the Utah contingent on my right. So at this time, I'd like to introduce, to get things started, the head coach of the Brigham Young Cougars, Bronco Mendenhall, for his comments. Bronco?
And it's been a great experience this year to be able to coach this particular team. The two players that that are accompanying me have just been exceptional in terms of leadership. This particular team has been remarkable in their diligence and consistency, but more importantly, they're just example. Bronson as a captain, elected early on with Taysom Hill, is really the epitome of what I want at BYU, and Mitch has stepped in basically for the role of Taysom as he got hurt, and to kind of be the leader on the offensive side of the ball. And it's been an easy coaching job from that standpoint of this particular team because of player ownership and leadership. We're thrilled to be back in this game. And versus not only our in-state rival, but Coach Whittingham and the University of Utah, as always, is a good football team, and has been, I think, ever since the two of us started 11 years ago. And so now that it just happens to be in Las Vegas in a bowl setting, I think that's unique and different for everybody, but also special for everyone. And so from the BYU part of this matchup, and we intend to do everything we can to make it a great game, and to do our very best, and to represent our institution and our program to the best of our ability. Oh, I think none of really what happens prior to the game or after is what matters. Ultimately, it's the preparation that you do collectively as a team, and then working to execute within the time frame of the game. The rest of it really has no bearing, and I think both teams would agree with that. And so anything that we can do to aid our preparation and channel whatever extra energy there is, if that's not directed toward playing the game, it really won't be helpful.
All right, for both of you, 4-game losing streak to your rivals, the seniors going out. Have you guys talked much about that and your attitude trying not to add another one of that and stopping that streak?
Yeah, like I said, we respect the heck out of these guys, and they've done a great job against us. And it is obvious that they've had our number the last 4 years. And this week of preparation, to answer another question over here, Coach Mendenhall, it definitely hasn't been loose in terms of preparation, but loose, I guess, in terms of reaching out to his players, knowing that he might be leaving, or I guess that he is leaving. And so this week of preparation has been unbelievable. And I've been here for 5 years, and it's been one of the best that I've seen. And so we're ready to play, and we're excited to get this chance, and all the respect goes to them for doing a great job and having our number the last 4 years.
My pleasure to introduce the head coach of the Utes of Utah, Mr. Kyle Whittingham.
Okay, it's great to be here. Thank you to the bowl. You do a great job with the activities. With the whole week is outstanding, and our players have really enjoyed it. So much appreciated. Our season this year. When you figure we were picked to finish 5th in the Pac-12 South, and for our guys to come out as co-champs, we felt like it was a very successful season. These guys right here to my right have been through a lot since we joined the Pac-12. In fact, they were freshmen when we moved into the Pac-12. They've been with us every step of the way, and the rest of the senior class, and can't commend them enough for the job they've done helping us integrate into the Pac-12 and progress, and their leadership, their play on the field, everything they've brought to this team has been instrumental to our progression in the conference. It's been a terrific year in a lot of ways. You know, we're one game short of getting to the Pac-12 championship, which was our ultimate goal. But we felt like it was a successful season. We're excited to be playing in this game. I think the word unique is the word that's been used most about this matchup. I'm pretty confident this game has never been played outside the state of Utah. In fact, I think that's a certainty, and so it's going to be interesting in that respect. But we're excited about it. They've had an excellent year as well. Both 2 9-3 teams, very evenly matched, and it's been a couple years since we played in the game, and our seniors are very excited about. They didn't think they were going to have the opportunity to ever play the rivalry game again, and so for them to be able to do that was big. They were excited right when it was announced, and we've been preparing well. We have a model that we adhere to. In the bowl preparation process, we're going through our usual routine, a lot of hard work, a lot of gassers, a lot of extra conditioning. I mean, this team really gets after it. We view a bowl game in 2 ways. One, it's a reward for a very good season and a chance to have some fun and collect some gifts and all that type of thing, but it's another opportunity to win a football game. And so I think our team does a great job balancing that and knowing when it's time to work and get things done, and knowing when it's time to relax and have some fun. So we're excited to be here, and should be a great game. Typically this game comes down to the last series or even the last play. I mean, that's how it's been historically most years, and so we'll probably expect the same this year.
You balance wanting your players to play with emotions, but also not losing their head.
Yeah, that's something that we talk about, and like Coach Mendenhall said, that's something you talk about every week. I mean, you want to play with poise, and you want to play with discipline, and those extracurricular things that only really can negatively impact what you're doing is something that we want to avoid, and it's not unique to this game, although the emotions certainly run higher in this game, at least initially. Now, once the ball's in the air and you start getting in your rhythm, I think a lot of that stuff's overblown. The things, the pregame hype and all that, you just get into your game mode and you're coaching and playing just like you always do.
Jared Norris. Jared, you were the leading tackler in this game last year. Had a heck of a game. So you obviously been through this recently. Does it give you and your teammates added confidence in returning to play in a setting that you had so much success with last December?
I don't know if it gives us any more, I guess, road to success, but, we've been here before, and, it seems like we've experienced the same things, and, when you do the same things over and over again, it seems to work out in your favor, and I think we've had a great week of preparation, just as well as BYU has, and we're working hard, as hard as we can, at least to, come out and play as hard as we can.